Hey, English learners, welcome back to the English Mint podcast. Learn daily, speak fluently. I'm Adam.
And I'm Hannah.
Full playlist on screen. Keep going.
You sound basic, and it is costing you everything.
Wait, what? Basic? I study every day.
Studying doesn't matter when nobody wants to listen to you. Everyone is moving ahead except you.
That is not fair. I know the grammar. I know the words.
But when you open your mouth, the room goes quiet. You freeze. You translate. While you wait, others are winning.
It's just hard, okay? Real life is fast.
No, you are just doing it wrong. And if you ignore this, you'll pay for it.
Pay for it how?
Jobs, respect, connections. Every day you delay, you lose opportunities.
Okay, that hurts, but it is true. I was at a coffee shop yesterday. A tourist asked me for directions. My mind went totally blank.
Exactly. The gap is growing every day.
I just pointed and said, "Go there." I felt like a child.
You felt powerless because you have no control.
So how do I fix it? How do I sound like a native speaker? Do I need to memorize more phrasal verbs?
Stop. That is the biggest trap. But here's the truth.
What?
Native speakers do not think about grammar. They do not memorize lists.
But my teachers gave me lists.
Your teachers gave you theory. I'm giving you reality. English is not a skill, it's a weapon.
A weapon?
Yes, and right now, your weapon is dull. You're using textbook English in a street fight.
Textbook English is all I know. How do you do? I am fine, thank you. And you?
If you say that in the real world, people immediately know you are an outsider.
That is exactly how I feel, like an outsider.
But this is not the worst part.
It gets worse?
Much worse. People judge your intelligence based on your fluency.
That is so unfair. I have a master's degree.
The real world does not care about your degree if you cannot express your ideas. This silence is costing you more than you think.
I hate this feeling, sitting in a meeting, knowing the answer, but staying quiet.
Why do you stay quiet?
Because I'm afraid. What if I use the wrong tense? What if they laugh at my accent?
Ego. You are protecting your ego, and it's destroying your future.
I just want to sound professional.
Professional does not mean perfect. It means confident. Stop guessing. Start controlling your progress.
How? Give me the secret.
You don't need a secret. You need a system. But most people will miss this.
I'm listening. Tell me.
You are obsessed with words. You need to be obsessed with chunks.
Chunks? Like pieces of food?
Pieces of language. Native speakers do not build sentences word by word. They use ready-made blocks.
Give me an example.
When you want to ask someone about their weekend, what do you say in your head?
I think, what did you do during the weekend?
Too slow. A native speaker just says, "What'd you get up to?"
What'd you get up to? That sounds so fast.
It's fast because it's one block. They don't think about the grammar of get up to. They just use the chunk.
So I need to learn blocks, not single words.
Exactly. When you learn words, you have to do math in your head to speak.
Yes, that's exactly what it feels like. Mental math.
And while you're doing math, the conversation moves on. You're left behind.
So I lose the moment. I lose the connection.
And not improving is already a loss. You decide how fast you grow.
I want to grow fast. I'm tired of feeling basic.
Then change your inputs. What are you listening to?
News channels, English lessons on YouTube.
Boring, unnatural, scripted.
But they speak so clearly.
Real people do not speak clearly. They mumble, they cut words, they speak in slang.
So what should I listen to?
Podcasts, real conversations, Netflix shows. But here's where people fail.
Oh no, what do they do wrong?
They watch with subtitles in their native language.
I do that. It helps me understand the story.
It helps you read. It does not help you listen. You're lying to yourself.
That is brutal. But you're right, I'm just reading.
Turn off the native subtitles. Use English subtitles or no subtitles.
But I won't understand everything.
Good. Discomfort is where growth happens. You must feel uncomfortable.
It's scary to not understand.
Being stuck at a beginner level forever is scarier. English is not a skill, it's your advantage. Don't throw it away because of a little fear.
Okay, English subtitles only. What else?
You need to steal.
Steal? Like a criminal?
Like an artist, steal voices, steal expressions, steal rhythm.
How do I do that without sounding fake?
Shadowing. And the biggest mistake is coming.
What is the mistake? I have tried shadowing before.
Most people just repeat the words like a robot. I am going to the store.
Yeah, that's what I do. I focus on pronunciation.
Wrong. You need to focus on emotion.
Emotion? Why?
Because language is emotion. If you don't feel it, they won't believe it.
So if the actor is angry, I need to be angry?
Yes. Copy their face, copy their hands, copy the way their voice goes up and down.
That sounds crazy. My family will think I've lost my mind.
Let them think that. While you wait, others are winning. Do you want to be normal or do you want to be fluent?
I want to be fluent. I want to sound like I belong.
Then take back control of your future. You need to mimic the music of English, not just the letters.
The music. I never thought about it like that.
Every language has a song. Your native language has a song. English has a different song.
Can you give me an example of the English song?
It's about stress and timing. Listen, I want to go to the store. I don't say every word equally.
You said, I want to go to the store.
Exactly. The important words are loud and long. The small words disappear.
Wanna. You didn't say want to.
If you say want to in a casual chat, you sound like a textbook.
It feels lazy, though. My teacher said never say wanna.
Your teachers are preparing you for an exam. I am preparing you for life.
This is blowing my mind. It's so different from school.
School is safe. Fluency is wild. And this is dangerous.
What is dangerous?
If you keep clinging to school rules, you'll never connect with native speakers.
Because I will sound unnatural.
You will sound like a robot. People do not trust robots. They trust humans.
I want people to trust me. In business, trust is everything.
English is not a skill. It's a bridge to opportunities. Do not build a broken bridge.
Okay, I am taking notes. Learn chunks, stop translating, shadow with emotion, find the music.
Good, but knowing is not doing.
I will do it, I promise.
People always promise. Then they get scared at the first real conversation.
That is true. Last week, I had a job interview in English.
What happened?
I practiced my answers for hours. I knew exactly what to say.
Well, me guess. They asked a question you didn't expect?
Yes, they asked, what is a project that completely failed?
And you panicked.
Total panic. My heart was racing. I couldn't find the words. I started stuttering.
Because you lost control.
How do I keep control in a moment like that?
Buy time.
Buy time? How? Do I ask them to wait?
No, you use native filler chunks.
Like and ah?
No, those make you look nervous. Use power fillers.
Give me one right now.
That's an interesting perspective. Let me think about how to frame this.
Wow, that sounds so smart.
It's just a delay tactic. It gives your brain 5 seconds to process without looking stupid.
That's an interesting question. Let me think about how to frame this. I love that.
Or it's simply, to be completely honest with you.
These are all chunks.
Exactly. You load them into your brain. When panic hits, you fire a chunk.
This is how you take control.
Yes, now you're getting it.
It's like having a shield. It protects me while I gather my thoughts.
English is not a skill. It's a tool for growth. Use it to protect your confidence.
I can actually feel my confidence changing just talking to you.
Good, but confidence must be tested.
Tested? You mean talking to real people?
Yes, and here's where most people quit.
The fear of judgment?
The fear of looking foolish. But let me give you a brutal truth.
I'm ready.
Native speakers do not care about your mistakes.
Really? I feel like they are secretly judging my grammar.
They're too busy thinking about themselves. Ego is an illusion.
But when I say he go instead of he goes, they notice.
Maybe for a split second, but if your message is valuable, they forget the mistake immediately.
Value. It's about the message, not the grammar.
If you have the cure for a disease, but you say it with bad grammar, do you think people will ignore you?
No, they will listen to the cure.
Your ideas are the cure. Don't hide them behind bad grammar excuses.
I've been hiding for years.
Every day you delay, you lose opportunities. Stop hiding.
It's hard to break the habit. I always want to be perfect before I speak.
Perfection is the enemy of fluency.
I need to accept that I will sound foolish sometimes.
You will. You'll stumble, you'll use the wrong word, you'll feel embarrassed.
And then what?
You survive, and the next time, you're stronger.
I want to be stronger. I'm tired of being the quiet guy in the corner.
Then change your identity.
Change my identity? That sounds huge.
Right now, your identity is struggling learner.
Yes, that's how I see myself.
You need to become an English speaker.
Even if I'm not perfect?
Especially because you're not perfect. A speaker speaks. A learner hides in books.
A speaker speaks. I like that.
When you wake up, don't say, I need to study English.
What should I say?
Say, I'm going to live in English today.
Live in English. Switch my phone language. Write my grocery list in English.
Yes, English is not a skill. It's global currency. Spend it every day.
I feel a shift. I came into this feeling hopeless. I felt basic.
And how do you feel now?
I feel like I have a map. I know what to do.
The map is useless if you don't walk the path.
I will walk it. No more native subtitles, no more grammar drills.
Only chunks, only real conversations, only emotion.
And no more waiting. The gap is growing every day, but I'm going to close it.
You finally understand.
I do. Honestly, this conversation changed everything for me. I realized my biggest enemy wasn't the language. It was me.
It's always you.
Wow. Just wow. Okay, I need to process this, but guys, if you're listening right now, you know exactly how I felt at the start of this episode. I felt lost, basic, and scared. Let us know who you agree with. Comment Adam if you understand my struggle and you're fighting to overcome that fear.
Or type Hana if you prefer the brutal truth and are ready to stop making excuses and take control. We're going to pin the best comment.
Don't wait. The gap is growing. We'll see you all next time on the English Mint Podcast.